Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek-A-Day, and today I wanted to do sort of an announcement slash explanation video for next week's videos. Not sure exactly when this will go up, what day of the week, but it'll be the following week after this coming weekend, where it's going to be all connected by a theme. I really want to start sprinkling in some episode or movie reviews and those type of elements slightly longer every once in a while throughout the month. But before I get that rolling, I thought before I start talking more in depth about specific episodes, I wanted to do something that, even though I've been a fan of Star Trek my entire life, and if you watch my other channel, you know I'm really into thinking about and processing and doing ranking videos and favorites and those types of things. I just love making them because they make me think more in depth about my relationship to media, whether it's books, movies, video games, whatever, and really think about the personal connection more than just the outside, like what I think are the best, just sort of off the top of my head. So I want to do the best episodes of Star Trek. Not a specific season or show, the franchise. Because we are getting close to that 1,000 episode mark as a franchise. So think right now, trying to think off the top of my head, I think we're at like 880 something, somewhere around there. But with the next couple of years, it'll be over 1,000 TV episodes of Star Trek, not including documentaries and movies and whatever. So I've never thought about really what are my favorites. I always have ones that I talk about as being like, oh, this is one of my favorites of this show or whatever, because you just kind of know, you have a connection to certain episodes. But I've never really thought in depth, or I've never compared my favorites from Deep Space Nine to my favorites in the original series. Like, how do I feel about those? And so I want to do next week. It's going to be split throughout the whole week, so it's not one like multiple hour-long video. I want to do my top 100 episodes of Star Trek, whole franchise. And so that's kind of the announcement portion. That is what's coming your way. I hope you like the idea. I hope you enjoy them. And if you have friends and family that you know might enjoy them, point them to this channel, because I'm only a few months old and I really want to grow and reach more Star Trek people. And one of the things I've been liking so far is getting the personal connections and stories and opinions from people about things as these videos go up every single day. And it's been a blast. I actually just finished making my list. I've been thinking about this, and I mentioned in the community page a little while ago, been thinking about toying with doing this, and I've been kind of giving it some thought. And in the past couple of days, just in some downtime, like I was watching Amanda play a video game yesterday, and was kind of working on it for a little bit, maybe while I was watching TV or whatever, just kind of giving it some thought. And really, it's hard. It's really difficult, especially with so many episodes and things that are so different, because the franchise is so vast, and there's so much difference in tone. Like, how do you compare, how much my connection to sometimes a really, really good dramatic episode. Sometimes there's a comedy that I actually like a little bit more, maybe because of the context of who I was watching it with for the first time, or like what was going on in my life when I watched it. Personal taste versus trying to be more objective with the quality of the production. So there's some real surprises, and it was probably this is probably the most fun I've ever had making content for YouTube. Was this list, actually just kind of doing it, because it got me to think in depth and really, again, think about my connection to my favorite thing in the world, and really re-explore in my mind those episodes and really think about. And it was fun for me because there's going to be a ton of surprises. It's not going to be what you think, because I know when people do say top 10 best episodes of The Next Generation, it's usually roughly the same 10. There's maybe like 15 that are always going to be, 10 of those 15 are going to be somewhere in like everyone's top 10. Whenever you watch those videos, like the old, they're around, like Watch Mojo type, those types of junk videos, and it's not like that at all. Especially when you get all these series together. And I really surprised myself when I was really thinking about it and listing all those of certain episodes that I was like, this is shockingly high. And I looked back on the list, I'm like, but that's how I feel about it, no matter what it is. So there's going to be a lot of really big surprises, I think. So if you like Star Trek and you're a big fan of the whole franchise and you have a lot of knowledge of it, that's what's going to be. There's going to be obviously some spoilers in talking about them. It's only going to be an average of maybe a minute or two talking about each episode. Not really super in depth because it's a long list, but definitely going to be talking a little bit about why I like them, which is going to include some spoilers of what happens, and it's going to be a lot of personal connection. I think it's going to be cool too for people that have been really enjoying these videos, which thank you for the support, and I'm glad you like what I've been doing. If you really like listening to these kind of videos, then I think you're gonna love this series, because I feel like in doing this, it's really going to show a lot of who I am and what my personal tastes are and what my connections to Star Trek are, and what I, what kind of Star Trek person am I. I feel like we get a lot of that through the process of this list. So I hope you enjoy, hope you sit back and go through the whole thing. It's going to be a big production, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I'll see you around, and I'll see you every day for Star Trek. Make sure you look forward to this list, my top 100 episodes, my favorite episodes of Star Trek.